So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your invite for this seminar. I'm very excited about this seminar. So I would like to welcome all organizers and all participants of this seminar on seafood. I would like to present you the results of research on examination of livers from cod caught in the Baltic Sea for the presence of Anisakidae larvae. So the aim of my research was to analyze the prevalence of infection of cod liver from the Baltic Sea and identified type of these nematodes found in their livers. It was nematodes like Anisakidae nematodes, Contracecum osculatum. So this research was supported by the grant from the National Center for Research and Development on the strategic program Biostratec. So, okay, let's see. So I would like to remind the life cycle of Contracecum osculatum and Anisakidae family parasites to which this species of nematodes belongs. The development cycle of Contracecum osculatum is complex. This species may have several intermediate hosts, for example, human, marine fish. The fertilized eggs enter the water first, where they reach the water, where the larval form changes from L1 in marine crustaceans to the L3 larval form in marine fish. The nematode lives in the organs of marine fish, for example, the liver, peritoneum. The final hosts are marine mammals, which become infected by the consumption of fish, whose containing L3 larvae. The gastric muscula, the larva transforms into an adult L4 form, which boots in the stomach and intestines of marine mammals. And so the cycle closes and repeats anew. So during the last 30 years of research on the prevalence of the nematodes Contracecum osculatum in the Baltic Sea, the presence of the parasite was found in all areas shown on the map. A visible increase in the number of detected parasites took place in 2011. Then, over the next years of research, it shipped a mess at a similar high level, which prompted us to research their presence in the livers. So, our material for our research, we have cod catch areas marked on the map for our research. In total, in 2016 and 2017, livers were obtained from 1,356 cod from 6 fishing areas: Słupsk, Kołobrzeg-Kodarłowskie area, North Bornholm, South Bornholm, Gulf of Gdańsk, and Sweden area, but Sweden in only 2017. So, the method of our research. Catch cod was visually inspected, and then, during the dissection, livers were collected from each head. The whole liver's sample was weighted and visually inspected for preliminary parasite detection. The livers were then digested in artificial gastric juice containing water at 44-46 degrees Celsius, hydrochloric acid 25%, 8 milliliters, and pepsin 5 grams at a strength of 2000 fib. Each sample was digested separately in closed containers for 24 hours in room temperature. After this time, the etched fluid was poured through a sieve with a mesh diameters of 180 micrometers, and the larvae remaining on the sieve were assessed under a microscope and classified into genus species based on morphological features. This method was first implemented in an execution procedure in our laboratory. So, the photo on the left shows the method of digesting cod liver in artificial gastric juice without the use of magnetic mixing with the use of artificial gastric juice. The photo on the right shows results the etched larvae of the Anisakidae family. So we'll see. So the general results of our digestion. When analyzing the results obtained in the catches in 2016 and 2017, the presence of parasites was found in 46% of the examined livers in 2016 and 37.5% in 2017. A total of 6,735 larvae were found in all tested samples. The average length on the coat oscillated between 37.5 centimeters to 39.5 centimeters. The largest coat was 70 centimeters and the smallest was 21 centimeters. It was noted that the average weight of infected cod livers was higher than that of livers in the uninfected consample. So we will see. The mean intensity of the invasion ranged from 8 to 14 larvae in the liver. So, as it results from the presented data, the degree of feeding fish from different fishing areas was not the same. In 2016, the highest percentage of infected cod was found in the Swoops Gutter, South Bornholm, and North Bornholm. It was 56.2 and 57 and 47.7% respectively. In turn, in the Kołobrzesko-Darłowski area, the infection rate was the lowest. It was 23.9%. In 2017, the highest percentage of infected livers was observed in the Słupska gutter. It was 49.2%. High rates of invasion were observed in the areas of North Bornholm. It was 43%, and Kołobrzesko-Darłowski area, it was 43.7%. The lowest percentages of infected livers were observed in cod catch in the fishing areas of Sweden. It was 22.4%, and the Gulf of Gdańsk. It was 23.9%. So, as can be seen from the above graphs, there is a relationship between the length and weight of the fish and the number of nematode larvae found in their livers. It can be noticed that the increase in length and weight of the fish is accompanied by an increase in the number of larvae isolated from their livers. In fish up to 30 centimeters long, 16 times fewer nematode larvae were found than in fish in 41 to 61 centimeters long. Similarly, in the infected fish weighing more than 1,500 grams, the number of infected detected larvae was almost 6 times greater than in fish weighing up to 500 grams. So, as part of the sequel project, a kit was developed to identify a representative of the Anisakidae nematodes found in the Baltic Sea. For detection of type Anisakis simplex, Anisakis pagrefi, Pseudoteranova decipiens, Pseudoteranova crabei, and Contracecum osculatum and Histeolatium antutum. In order to determine the species of this parasite, which the first isolated DNA, 7 PCR reactions, which each of the above mixtures are performed in parallel. During one examination, it is possible to identify 12 nematodes at the same time. So, molecular tests carried out with the real-time PCR method confirmed that the parasites isolated from the livers obtained from 551 cod, it was Contracecum osculatum larvae, and only one cod liver 32 centimeters long, a liver weighed 20 grams, catching the 2016 in the Gulf of Gdańsk region. It only contains one Anisakis simplex nematode. So if we seen any way about cod livers, it is known to be rich in omega-3 fatty acids and vitamins A and D, which are rarely found in other foods. In such high concentration as in the products above. Cod liver, its own oil is concentrated as one of the most luxurious products, which affect the price of this product. Consuming cod livers in addition to the benefits associated with supplementation with micronutrients may also be associated with a biological hazard, which is a possibility of human infection with Anisakidae nematodes, so the allergens, respectively. So, conclusions. Despite the lower zoonotic potential of Contracecum osculatum, in a situation which a high percentage of cod livers infected with these nematodes, they may pose a risk to human health. Before consumptions, cod livers are subjected to thermal treatment, which, although inactivating the larvae, does not eliminate the occurrence of an allergic reaction to Contracecum osculatum antigens. We have this in mind. High prevalence of Contracecum osculatum may play an important role as the factor eliminating costs together with overfishing, leading to reduction of cod population. Is it a big problem in our 2020 year? At the end, on the photo, we see research vessel Baltica. He has a length of 21 meters. This research vessel carried out sequel research cruises in 2016 and 2017. The ship is equipped with a biological laboratory, chemical laboratory, ichthyology laboratory, physical laboratory, weather cabin, fishing nets, a computer network for controlling measurement process, and as well as for recording and processing measurement data, a sampling room with a side port and a mobile David. 7 on board. Measurement and fishing stations, the latest generation on interchangeable specialized measurement and research equipment, laboratory and outboard for physical, chemical, biological and meteorological tests, as well as estimating resources and fishing techniques. So I would like to thank you very much for your attention.
Dear Dr. Aneta Belcik, we thank you for your contribution to the seminar. It was an honor for us to have you here. Is that possible to share your presentation for the participants who are interested in your research?
Yes.
Thank you very much again. Dear respected participants, we have completed today's